So I used to be the kind of person who'd set 12 alarms, sleep through all of them, and then sprint to class with toothpaste still on my face. And I tried everything. The 5 a.m. wake-up challenges, the aggressive alarm sounds. I even put my phone across the room, still didn't work. But then I realized I was doing it all wrong. Because the secret to becoming a morning person? It doesn't start when you wake up. It starts the night before. What's up, everyone? If you've ever felt like mornings are your enemy, this video is for you. I'm gonna walk you through the exact night routine that completely rewired my brain, and honestly, I didn't think it would work. But here's the thing. This isn't about waking up at 4 a.m. or drinking green juice. This is about making mornings feel easy, like scarily easy. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's what my nights used to look like. I'd finish studying around 11 p.m. Then I'd relax by scrolling TikTok for 2 hours. My brain would be wired. I'd finally fall asleep at like 2 a.m. And then, surprise, waking up at 7 felt like actual torture. And I kept blaming myself, like, why can't I just be disciplined? Why do I suck at mornings? But then I read something that changed everything. Your brain doesn't just turn off when you want it to. It needs a shutdown sequence. Just like you can't go from 100 to 0 instantly, your body needs time to wind down. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't a bad morning person. I just had a terrible night routine. So I rebuilt it from scratch. And I'm gonna show you exactly how. Step 1. The 90-minute rule. This one's simple, but insane. 90 minutes before bed, I stop all work. No studying, no assignments, nothing stressful. I used to cram until midnight thinking I was being productive, but all I was doing was flooding my brain with cortisol, the stress hormone. And guess what cortisol does? It keeps you awake. So now, if I need to study late, I stop by 10 p.m. And I know what you're thinking. But I have so much to do. Trust me, that extra hour of studying while your brain is fried, it's not helping. You'll retain more if you sleep and wake up refreshed. And here's the crazy part. Once I started doing this, I stopped feeling that 2 a.m. dread. You know, that feeling where you're lying in bed thinking about everything you didn't finish? Yeah, that disappeared. Step 2. Dim the lights. Yes, really. This sounds so basic, but it's a game changer. Our brains are wired to respond to light. Bright lights tell your brain it's daytime. Dim lights tell it to start producing melatonin, the sleep hormone. So here's what I do. Around 9 p.m., I turn off the overhead lights. I use a small lamp or even just my phone's night mode. And no, you don't need fancy red lights or whatever. Just less brightness. And if you're on your phone, which, let's be real, we all are, turn on night shift mode. It's not perfect, but it helps. The first time I did this, I genuinely felt sleepy by 10:30. Like, actually sleepy. Not that fake, I should probably sleep feeling. Real tiredness. It was wild. Step 3. No screens 30 minutes before bed. Yeah, I know. You've heard this a million times. But let me tell you why it actually matters. I used to watch YouTube or scroll Instagram right until I closed my eyes. And even though I felt tired, my brain was still firing. I'd lie there for an hour, replaying videos in my head, thinking about random comments. So I made a rule. 30 minutes before bed, no screens. Period. Instead, I do one of 3 things. Read a book, not a textbook, something fun. Journal for 5 minutes. Just sit and think. Sounds boring, but it's actually kind of nice. And here's what happened. I started falling asleep in like 10 minutes. No tossing and turning. No racing thoughts. My brain finally had permission to shut down. Step 4. Prep your morning the night before. This is the secret sauce. I used to wake up and immediately feel overwhelmed. What do I wear? What do I eat? Do I have time to shower? Now, I prep everything. Before bed, I lay out my clothes, pack my bag, set up my breakfast, even if it's just a bowl and cereal on the counter. Write down my top 3 tasks for the next day. It takes 5 minutes. But when I wake up, I don't have to think. I just go. And that's the difference. Morning. Me doesn't have to make decisions. Night me already did. So when my alarm goes off, there's no excuse to stay in bed. Everything's ready. I just have to show up. Step 5. The identity shift. Okay, this one's a little weird, but stay with me. Every night before bed, I say this out loud. I'm someone who wakes up on time. Not, I want to wake up on time. Not, I'm trying to wake up on time. I am someone who does this. Because here's the thing. Your brain believes what you tell it. If you keep saying, I'm not a morning person, guess what? You won't be. But if you start claiming a new identity, even if it feels fake at first, your brain will start to align with it. I know it sounds like manifestation nonsense, but it worked. Within a week, waking up felt less like a battle and more like just something I do. So what actually changed? Well, for one, I stopped snoozing my alarm, like at all. I'd wake up, and instead of groaning, I'd just get up. My mornings became calm instead of chaotic. I had time to actually eat breakfast, not just grab a granola bar on the way out. And weirdly, I started feeling more motivated during the day. Because I wasn't starting from behind. I wasn't playing catch-up. I was ahead. And the best part, I didn't have to force myself to wake up at 5 a.m. or become some insane productivity robot. I just built a night routine that set my mornings up for success. Look, if you've been struggling with mornings, I promise you, it's not about willpower. It's about systems. Try this routine for 1 week, just one, and see what happens. And hey, if you found this helpful, drop a like and let me know in the comments. What's your biggest morning struggle? I read everything, and I might make a follow-up video. Also, if you want more real, no BS productivity tips, subscribe. I post every week. All right, that's it. Go fix your night routine. Your future self will thank you. Peace.